Hey, college coaches. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. Welcome to the Spotlight Showcase. The Spotlight podcast is focused on helping student athletes successfully transition from high school to college and then into either their sport of choice professionally or into a career based on their major. Before I get in introducing our athlete tonight, I want to thank our sponsors. First is a company called Go Edit Graphics. They're based out of Nebraska. They do a tremendous job of creating these great images to help high school and college athletic departments do outbound communication, but in a more visual process, whether it's a player spotlight, an upcoming calendar or schedule of their upcoming games, a game summary, or just any information out to their fan base about what's going on in the athletic department. So shout out to my guys up in Go Edit Graphics. Second sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings. We all love wings, and they do a tremendous job on wings, and they're a nationwide company, but they are focused on helping student athletes here in Texas realize their dreams. So I want to thank Brian Soltis, who's a regional VP there, who really is serious about helping student athletes in Texas maximize their dreams. My last sponsor is a company based out of Houston. A good friend of mine, Stefan Johnson, has a company called I Am Epic. Epic stands for Every Play I Compete. They are a new sports apparel company. They do they do uniforms, they do jerseys, they do 7-on-7 jerseys, they do caps and gloves, and really great designs that they have there. And so if you're looking at some new, high gas, fire apparel, make sure you check them out at I Am Epic 24/7 and check them out. Now, with all that being said, let's get to why we're really here this evening. And we're here to talk to a very special young receiver. Kole Wilson is a class of 22 wide receiver. He's from Paetow High School, which is the new high school in the Katy area. He's got a great GPA, which I love, 4.15. He's a part of the National Honor Society. He was second team All-District. And coaches, you can see his Twitter handle there. Kole, how you doing this evening?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm looking forward to hearing your story and let these college coaches know that you're more than just another receiver in the class 22, that you bring other things to the table. So let's just jump right into it. Kole, let's talk about that GPA. The first thing college coaches care about is the academics. Tell us about your 4.15 GPA and tell us about the importance you put on your academics.
My GPA, I like to keep it as high as possible. And my academics is really important to me. I like to strive to be the best at whatever I do, and academics is, I like to be the best at academics as well. So I like to strive to get all A's.
Okay. It sounds like, you put as much effort into being the best football player you can be, put that same effort into your grades. How do you manage your time between practice and working out and taking care of all your classwork? Tell these other players how you do that.
I feel like I've been doing this for such a long time. I feel like it's become kind of like a routine. And so, it changes little by little each year, but I feel like once you get the hang of it, then you just run with it from there.
And it sounds like, Kole, you make it a priority. Your grades are important to you, right?
Yes, very much.
All right. Hey, tell us, what are some of your favorite classes that make up that GPA?
My favorite class is math. I like math because I just like solving problems.
Mm-hmm. So you're a numbers guy, huh?
Yes.
Okay. There's not a student athlete that doesn't have somebody in their life that plays a special role in their academics, either whether it's a coach or a teacher or a counselor or the AP or even the principal. Take this time to shout out somebody in your life who's made a difference for you academically.
My mother, she always stays on top of me, academics wise. That's been from a young age. She's been teaching me even before I started going to school, just teaching me little things, and it just grew on me. And she just stayed on me about my academics and the importance of them since a young age.
Okay, that's good stuff. Shout out to your mom on that. Kole, a lot of college coaches want to understand the kids that they recruit, what kind of learning style they have. Tell these coaches, are you more of a visual, verbal, or hands-on learning style?
I feel like I'm more of a hands-on learning style. I like to be engaged in the activity, and that's another reason why I chose to take in-person classes instead of online, because I feel like um it would help me learn much better.
Okay, good stuff. College coaches obviously cannot be on campus yet because of the NCAA day period that got extended, but eventually they will. Until that time comes, tell these coaches about your body language and your presence in the classroom. Do you sit up front? Do you like to engage the teacher? Are you helping your other students? Tell these coaches what they're going to see when they do see you in class on campus.
Um, in class, I like to sit up front. That's usually what our coaches say. Sit up front in the front of the class. I like to just be have like a good connection with my teacher. And I also like to answer questions and just be engaged with the class and the teacher as well.
Okay, good stuff. Let's learn a little bit more about you and your family. Tell us a little bit about your mom and dad or your guardians. What do they do? Do you have siblings? Are you the oldest? Are you the youngest? Tell us a little bit about the Wilson family.
Um, my mom and dad, we're just a really just laid back family. We like to stay together most of the time. And I have an older brother as well. He's in his 20s. He's older than me.
Okay. Was he an athlete? Were your parents athletes by chance?
Yes, my mom and my dad were athletes, and my brother. My brother played receiver as well.
Okay, good stuff. Tell us when you have a busy life as a student athlete, when you're not doing your homework and you're not working out or you're not playing the game, when you do have some free time, what do you like to do when you have some free time?
When I like to have some free time, I like to go fishing, ride horses, and just mainly just relax with my family.
Okay, I like it. Somebody like being outdoors. I like that a lot. Cole, you know how important social media is in recruiting right now. For the coaches that maybe haven't visited your Twitter page yet, tell them right now what messages you're putting out there about yourself, what kind of brand are you putting out there, and what are they going to see when they finally do visit your Twitter page?
Yeah, my Twitter page, I that is mainly what I do is build my brand. So I like to put my workouts or whatever camps I go to, and I also like to put my academic honors, my achievements on there as well.
Okay, good stuff. Tell us a couple of what I call my favorite questions here. Tell me what's your all-time favorite football movie?
I would have to say Friday Night Lights,
Yep, good choice there. What's your favorite food? When you get to pick what's having what your family's having for dinner, what are you picking? What's your favorite?
crab legs.
Okay, I'm feeling that with the seafood. Okay. If you had a choice to be any superhero, who would you be and why?
Um, I'm not sure. I'm not really into superhero. I've never really been into like superheroes like that.
Okay, that's fair enough. Tell us, recruiting is a very important decision in a young student athlete's life. Who is going to be involved in helping you make that decision when you decide to commit to a university?
Mainly just my family, my mother and my father.
Okay, good stuff there. There's not a student athlete that doesn't love playing in front of a packed house on a Friday night, but we also need to give back to our community. Tell us, are you involved with your church? Are you involved with nonprofits? What are you doing to give back to the Acadia community?
I love to help the elderly. Whether that's just taking their trash in or out or whatever they need me to do. I love to help with that. And like the kids in the area, like I have a little girl that I help with her homework and things like that. And I also like during like a disaster or something, like for example during Harvey, like donating and things like that.
Okay, that's good stuff. I like that a lot. Giving back is important. One of my favorite questions, Cole, is as a former player myself, eventually the game will come to an end, whether you're done with it or it's done with you. Whenever that is, whether it's after college or after a 10-year career in the NFL, what do you want your life to look like when football is all over?
Um, I like to be. I'm real family oriented, so just have a family and just be with them. And then I would also like to pursue my PhD.
Okay. I forgot to mention that earlier. So, I know it's early, but what do you have in mind as far as do you have an idea what you want to major in when you get to the college level?
Yes, I would like to major in pre-med. I'm not. There's different routes that you can take. I'm still deciding on which way I want to take, but I know it's a pre-med.
Okay. Do you have an idea what you want to do? Do you want to be a doctor or a surgeon? You want to be a therapist? You want to be in a sports physical trainer? Or what are you thinking?
Kind of like a sports physical trainer, sports medicine type of thing.
Okay, I like it. That's good stuff. Give me an idea here. Do you have a favorite quote from either an athlete or somebody that inspires you? And if you do, what is that quote?
It's from Michael Jordan. It's just play, have fun, and enjoy the game.
Yeah. It's a great point, Cole. A lot of players are so stressed out with recruiting that they kind of forget, oh yeah, I love playing this game and why they play it. So I'm glad you put that out there like that. Why do you play? What's your why, Cole? Why do you play the game? Why is football the sport you chose, and why are you trying to take it to the next level?
Football is a sport I chose because mainly since I've been born, I mean, my whole family has played football, and I was kind of just born into it. And also, I just love the game so much, and I want to take it to the next level because I feel like I'm capable of doing that, and I'm really good at the sport.
Okay, I like that. Tell me, Cole, do you have a nickname? Does a family have a nickname? Do your friends, your teammates have a nickname for you?
No, they don't.
Okay, all right. Tell me, based on this season, what are you working on as a receiver to get ready for next season?
I feel like I just anything that I do during the previous season, I just want to strive and work harder to basically perform better than I did last season.
Okay, that's a fair assumption. Okay, I like that. Tell me, Cole, how would your teammates like KJ and Kobe, how would your teammates describe you as a teammate?
I feel like they would describe me as a leader, a leader. I lead by example, and I'm just overall just a really cool guy to be around.
Okay, I like it. And then, as a receiver right now, what would you consider your strengths? What would be some of the things you're working on going into next year?
Going into next year, I think my strengths are my route running, getting in and out of my breaks quickly, and also my catching ability. I feel like if it's anywhere in my area, whether that be one or two hands, I'm come down with the ball. And my weaknesses, I feel like I can work on my blocking.
Okay.
I'm currently in the weight room to improve my strength so I can make more of a way for my running backs.
Okay. For the coaches that haven't seen Cole's huddle video yet, the first play he puts on there is a tremendous one-handed catch in coverage, being double teamed. It's very impressive. You can tell this young man really has a passion for making big plays at the receiver position. So make sure you check out his huddle video. Tell me, Cole, what motivates you? What motivates you to be the best receiver, not just in your school or in your district, the best receiver in your class? What motivates you?
What motivates me is I just want to be the best at anything that I do.
Okay. Plain and simple. I like it. Tell me, do you are you a big film study guy?
Yes, I actually am a big film study guy because one, you have to know the game plan and what to do, and I also like to do a little extra film on me being a receiver. I like to study on my opponents, so the cornerbacks that I am playing, and maybe get to see their strengths and weaknesses, so I could take advantage of it.
Yep, that's exactly the right attitude. That's what you want to do. Is there a certain receiver at the college or pro level that you look up to and try and model and emulate his game? Who is that?
I like to model my game after Jerry Judy. He's a very explosive guy. He can make big plays, and he can make anyone miss, and his routes are
Okay.
perfect.
Receivers a lot like DB. You got to have a short memory. Tell us how you handle maybe one play you have a bad drop, and then how you get ready for the next play and making a sensational one-handed catch. What's that mentality of handling that high and low for you?
I feel like that is a really big part. You have to have that mental toughness because I feel like if you drop a pass or anything like that, you just need to let it go because it happens to the best of us. It's gonna happen to pros. It's gonna happen to anyone. So I feel like you just don't let it bring you down because if you let it bring you down, then it's like a domino effect. You'll just keep messing up the rest of the game. So if you just forget about that play and just keep going.
Okay. Kevin Cole, what is your all-time favorite sports memory of yourself? Maybe back in Pop Warner, track, basketball, Little League baseball. What's your all-time favorite memory of your best play for yourself?
My all-time favorite would probably be the first game of last year. We were playing Barbers Hill, and it was 20-14, and we were driving down the field. The game went to drive, and we made it all the way downfield. And I remember, I think it was fourth down. I don't remember how much time it was, probably around like 30, 20 seconds. And I told my quarterback that I was gonna be open on the corner route. And so I told him in the huddle, and I got to the line, we ran it, and I was open. And he trusted me. He threw the ball. I caught it in the touchdown, and it was 20-20. And then we made the field goal, and it was like 20 seconds left, and we won the game.
No, that's a great memory. That's awesome. Tell me, Cole, how do you define leadership, and how do you plan on leading going into your senior year?
Leadership to me is being a great model towards whether that be your teammates or anyone else, and just leading by example and doing the right things, working hard. And I feel like me leading into next year, I feel like I'll be a great leader. I'll be able to, I lead by example, and I always like to do the right things and push my teammates. And yeah.
Okay. You know, we talked to a lot of players, and every player that I talked to at camps and at the All-American game every year, you know, everybody talked about going D1. Tell us, what are your recruiting goals? You know, who have you heard from? Who do you want to hear from? And tell us about your recruiting experience so far.
I've heard from a couple of colleges so far, Yale and Arkansas State. I feel like just my recruiting goals is just anyone who will take me, to be honest.
So you're wide open, huh?
Yes.
Most college coaches hear that, and I would ask the same questions I would ask when I was a college coach. Are you open to leaving the state of Texas, or do you want to stay close to home?
Um, I mean, I kind of like Baylor, closer to my home because I'm more of a family kind of guy. But I mean, if I have to leave, I have to leave. I'll do what it takes.
Okay, that's fair enough. Tell us, you know, every coach loves coaching a player who's got a high competitive spirit. Tell these coaches what kind of competitor you are.
I'm very much a competitor, whether that be, like I said, on the field or in the classroom. I like to get the highest grade, or board games, anything. I just like to be competitive. I'm really competitive.
Okay. Another question, kind of going back to your dream scenario here. What is your idea of a perfect game from a receiver standpoint? How many catches? How many yards? How many TDs?
Um, Never really thought about it kind of like that, but I feel like just making like big plays, like when the team really needs it. I feel like making those big plays, or maybe like a couple TDs or catching on somebody, just making the play when the team really needs it.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Hey, let's finish up here, and I appreciate it. A couple more questions. You're obviously a really good athlete. What other sports have you played? College coaches love athletes that play other sports. What else do you do? You run track, baseball, basketball? What else do you do besides football?
Yes, track. I played a little bit of baseball, soccer, but I really love basketball as well.
Okay. What are your events? Are you running track now?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you this. You know, one of the things we always talk about is, as a football player, is overcoming some type of adversity. Tell these coaches about a time in your life, whether it's with sports or maybe something personal, where you had to overcome some type of adversity.
A couple years back, I lost my great grandmother and my grandfather within like a couple months,
Oh, wow.
and I still had to go out and play and just kind of bottle up my emotions and just have the mental toughness, and just to like not let my personal things
Mhm.
like affect the team and bring the team down, and just play for them as well.
That's awesome. That's a very good example here. Hey, let's finish up. We talk about the elevator pitch at the end of our podcast with our players. Look at the camera right now, Kole, and tell these coaches why they should recruit you and what you're going to bring to their program, both academically and athletically.
I feel like I should be recruited because number one, I'm a really hard worker. I'm self-motivated and I'm really dependable on and off the field. On the field, you can always count on me. I'll always be a hard worker. Off the field, you don't have to worry about any character issues, or you don't have to worry about whether I'll be able to play or not because my grades are gonna be up there. And I'm also just a really cool guy off the field to be around.
Yeah, that is a great elevator pitch, Cole. Great job. Well, hey, man, I'm looking forward to following you guys. You go into the rest of the spring and summer evaluation. I'll probably see you at some camps and some showcases coming up in 7-on-7 tournaments. Let me know if you need anything. Keep working hard, keep those grades up, and we'll see you during next season, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.